When movies as popular as the Back to the Future trilogy come along, fans always end up wanting more.
You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this!
And while it's been more than 30 years since the release of the 1990 smash hit Back to the Future Part 3, beloved actor Christopher Lloyd seems game to reprise his iconic role of eccentric inventor Doc Brown. In a 2015 interview to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the first film, Lloyd told The Hollywood Reporter, "I would love to do Doc again, no question. But wanting to do another movie is much easier than actually making one. Of course, there's the tremendous amount of time and resources that go into any big-budget Hollywood production. But there's also the very real risk that things might not turn out as well as the studio or the fans might hope." Beyond all that, however, there's one more major factor that will dictate whether Lloyd would reprise his role for a theoretical Back to the Future Part 4. The Back to the Future trilogy tackles many themes, not the least of which is the relationship between Marty and Doc Brown. It's a friendship that is stronger than ever in real life, too, and without Michael J. Fox's participation, Lloyd told The Hollywood Reporter that he would put the kibosh on his return for Part 4.
Great Scott!
In fact, Lloyd said he would love to see all the creatives behind the trilogy back for another future trip. Referring to Fox's 1991 Parkinson's diagnosis, Lloyd said, "I think regardless of the Parkinson's, he'd probably jump on the role and he'd be great. I can't see doing another sequel without him. I would certainly want Bob Zemeckis directing it, Bob Gale writing it, and the other principals being involved." Of course, maybe it's no surprise that he'd want Fox to join him on the next adventure, considering how much they enjoy working together. In an exclusive interview with Looper, Lloyd looked back at his relationship with Fox.
It's a thrill whenever we get together. He is just such a loving, wonderful, wonderful sense of himself in his situation in time. Really, he just has a perspective and a sense of humor about it, and a joy. He loves being who he is.
Lloyd also told The Hollywood Reporter that they'd have to bring back the trilogy's iconic DeLorean, of which Lloyd said, "It was such a perfect choice for the film. It looks so speedy and futuristic." One thing Lloyd doesn't want to see happen, though, is a full-blown reboot to the franchise. He said, "It's hard to replace Marty. Michael J. Fox was so wonderful in the role." Sadly, even if the stars were to align for another Back to the Future project, other variables would have to fall into place too. Most importantly, according to Lloyd, the fourth movie's story would have to rival that of the first three. One thing that can certainly be said for the original trilogy is that each movie had a genuinely original plot. Back to the Future saw Marty forced to keep the past on track after traveling back to 1955. Part 2 found Marty and Doc having to avert a terrible future, and Part 3 had them both travel to the year 1885 in a total shakeup of the franchise's sci-fi stylings. They're great stories, and Lloyd is well aware of this. He told The Hollywood Reporter, "It's tough to come up with an idea that contains the excitement of the original three, but it could be done, you never know." But while a new movie might not be on the cards just yet, Back to the Future fans can at least enjoy a trip down memory lane. In the spring of 2021, Lloyd joined host Josh Gates in the Discovery Plus series Expedition Back to the Future. Over the course of 4 episodes, Gates and Lloyd hit the road to locate the original movie's A-car, the DeLorean that was backed out of Doc Brown's moving truck at the mall in the first film. The goal, after they locate it, is to donate the car to the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research. In his interview with Looper, Lloyd said that he essentially reprised his role as Doc Brown in the series because in real life, he and the character are essentially one and the same.
So I wasn't doing a character, I'd be myself. Usually when I do something, it involves taking on another life. But the one I'm taking on in this instance is my own. And so it had some intricate areas in my head, anyway, to explore.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.